Hello guys, welcome to Pi AI Hub. Today we are going to learn about tuples. Last class we learned list, how to modify, remove, all that. For creating a tuple, firstly we need to create a new file with the Python extension. So we go to Files, take New, and then take Python file, name it tuples. It's as per you. So here I'm giving it tuples and add it to Git. So let's begin with the basic tuples. So for that, we need to create a new tuple. Tuple is immutable. It is similar to list, but they are immutable. So we cannot modify or remove elements from there. And tuple is creating using a parenthesis. And it is faster than list for storing large amount of data. Please keep this in mind. And let's start creating a tuple name fruits. Here we give the parentheses, add apple, banana, and cherry. Can give a duplicate element, another apple. So this is to show you that we can add a duplicate element in tuple. Okay, and let's print it. We can print it using just write fruits here. Run it using a shift plus F10. The tuple is printed. Now let's print it in another way. For more clarification, we can give fruits a string this output. So with a comma, we separated the string and give the tuple name. Here the tuple name is fruits. Now print it again. We can see fruits, the tuple name with the tuple, the entire tuple. So this is much more better way to print the tuple because so from that we know what are the elements in the tuple, the name of the tuple, all that. Okay. We can give any other names, that's fine. We give here fruits because because for more clarity. Okay. Now here we created tuples with three fruits, apple, banana, and cherry, and we then print the entire tuple to see the output. Now let's do access the tuple. Okay, we are accessing the fruits tuple here. We can give accessing the elements in tuples. We can also do it in a Google Color. We are using Python here just to make sure you can work with it. And Python is kind of professional one. So while doing projects and all, Python will help you while we doing this. And now here we give indexing and slicing. This is how we access the elements in type. So here we give indexing and slicing. This is how we are accessing the elements in tuple. So next, let us start accessing elements in tuple. We use index numbers to access specific elements, and remember that indexing start with 0. We can also use negative indexing to access the items from the end. Okay, so let's start printing it. We can print the first fruit here as fruits plus the index number. In this position we give 0, so this fruit will be printed, apple will be printed. And let's print the last fruit also. For that we give last fruit as a title, last fruit, and fruit we give -1, so it's in the last fruit. Last fruit is apple too. Okay, the first one, 0th one, and last one also apple. We can try printing another. We can print fruit 2, fruits at index 2. Okay, so you can understand what we are printing now. Fruit in fruits at index 2. We can print it. Now index 2, 0, 1, and 2. The third element is cherry, so cherry is printed. And we can also use slicing methods. Slicing a tuple means print. We also do slicing with numbers in our first video. And here we slice a tuple with fruits. We give 0 to 2 and 2 won't be printed. Okay, so it will be excluded. Now apple and banana is printed. To print the entire tuple, we can just use fruits with a single colon, or just print fruits, that's enough. In slicing, we are using semicolon. Colon here, a single colon here, so we can print the entire tuple. Okay. The first line prints the first elements in tuple, while the second line prints the last element using negative indexing. And the slicing, the tuple gets the 2 items. Okay, 2 items here, banana and apple. In tuple, there is also some other methods of add-on, but now we are going to talk about immutability in tuple. Okay. In immutability, we are trying to change the tuple. Okay, tuple element. So while doing that, we will get a error. We will raise a error, but we are just doing so you got the point. Okay, and here we are using a try SF block. So here we are using try fruits 1 equal to orange. Here we are giving a double quotes. While we are giving any string, we need to put double quotes. Okay, and we are giving except for, I will say that, except type error. This will be a type error. You can just run it and now try running it. Can give this to and try running it. Look, here we can see a type error. So in except we are giving a type error, so it can work without an error. Okay, for that we use try. Give it a space, then giving except with a type error as key, the type error as key, we need to write the error name there. So here we are sending error statement, and the E will print what error is showing there while running fruits or more trying to change the element in tuple. Okay, so we are giving E. E shows us what issues is going on there. Okay, here we see error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Like that, this is the assignment operation here. And while modifying a tuple, we got an error like this, but this won't stop our code from running. So while giving try except block, we are doing a great job. Like we won't stop the coding or programming here. We are just continuing our work without an error blocking. Okay. Now we are going to learn about tuple methods. Here we are going to learn about tuple methods. So we see count and index. Okay, although tuples are immutable, they come with a few useful methods like count and index. This method helps you to analyze tuple data efficiently. Okay, so let's try doing that. Count the occurrence of element and finding the index. So here we print count apple. Apple includes, and we give fruits dot count method. In that we give the name apple, Now we close it and run. Okay, now see, we count how many times Apple appears in the list. Now look, here in the 0th position and the 3rd position, Apple is appeared. Okay, now let's print the index of Apple. So for understanding or knowing the index of a element in tuple, we can use index method. Here we are using fruits.index. In that we are using apple itself. So we can position the apple, it's a duplicate element. While doing that, we need to know apple appears 2 times in our shuffle, in the 0th position and the 3rd position. So try apple. Now you can see the 0th position. This is because this index will calculate the first occurrence. Okay, that is the first occurrence. Here the count method counts how many times a value appears in list. Oh, I'm sorry, tuple, and the index method returns the position of the index value, like we see here. Okay, here it give you the first occurrence position, that is here. Okay, now we are going to talk about tuple operations. Okay, in tuple several operations are there, like concatenation, repetition, membership testing, all that. Let's start with concatenation. Concatenation, repetition, and membership testing. Okay. Here we are doing concatenation first. The tuple support these operations. Now let's look these operations. Firstly, we are going to make a new tuple, that is fruits plus mango with a comma. Sorry for just giving this as a tuple because I didn't talk about this before. Firstly, we need to talk about single tuple. Then we understand why we give this here. In single tuple, we can create colors with a tuple name with a parenthesis, blue with a comma here. This is how a tuple works. If we are just giving blue, it won't index a tuple. Only when it's with a comma, it will calculate as another element is placed, so it becomes a tuple. Okay, this is how a single tuple is made. Let's print it just for more clarification. Single tuple. Okay, and now run it. We keep single tuple blue. If we just know that there are parentheses in there, if we just run it without a comma, it will just print a system. Now this is just as a string, not as a tuple. For making this into a tuple, we are using a comma here. And coming back to our current code, here we are creating a new tuple, that is fruits and plus mango. Here we are concatenation and we combine the original tuple with another tuple containing mango. Okay. Now we also create a new tuple by repeating the original. Okay, we can repeat it. Fruits start to. Okay, just a new tuple so we can understand it. Now mango is added because we are using a concatenation, not appending or just adding such things. We are just using a concatenation. Okay. how concatenation works is just it will add to here in end of the tuple. Okay, and we create a new tuple. We are not it's not under fruits, but it under a new tuple. We are creating a new tuple using fruits and a single tuple. Okay, so this is not a modification. We are just creating a new tuple. Then we are doing these operations. If we print fruits, we just get a fruit. If we print fruits, we will just get, look, our fruits is same as before, but our new tuple is changing here. Okay, now we are doing repeated because of we are doubling it. We are doubling our fruits. Okay, here we can give concatenated tuple, so we can understand that. And here we are printing this as repeated tuple. So and we are giving repeated. Now try running it. We get the repeated number of elements: apple, banana, cherry, apple, apple, banana, cherry, apple. The same thing. The fruit is repeating 2 times. That is repeated. We can give as many times you want. Okay, and this is under repeated. Okay. Now we can also do membership testing. Like we can use apple present. Just need to know apple is present or not. So we are giving in double quotes apple. Then in fruits we are giving to check is apple present. We give this and we are checking apple in fruits is present there or not. And we are printing it now. Is okay, and is apple present? Done it. So here we see true because in this we use is keyword. Is keyword is a code or the syntax in Python where we print Boolean answers like true or false. Okay, because of that we get a true here. Is apple present? Apple in true, then we get true. Apple is present. We try with another element. Is cherry present? Then we guava present. Print is guava present. And is guava present. Okay. Now try running it. We'll get a false because in our fruits guava is not present. And this is how it works. The is workers a Boolean syntax that is like true or false. So we now we combine the original tuple and using concatenation and create a new tuple, and we use a repeated tuple. We created a repeated the original tuple twice, and we also check whether the tuple is present using in the in keyword. Okay, we also check in here. Is apple present? Apple in fruits. Is guava present? Guava in fruits. Okay, so we are checking that is in fruits or no. Okay, that's how we are checking it here. And now we are going to know more about tuple, that is packing and unpacking. Do you know what is packing and unpacking? Packing and unpacking are essential tuple operations that make it easier to work with multiple variables simultaneously. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, first packing works. packing a tuple, we give pack tuple equal to, we are giving just apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, we're just giving this without a parenthesis. Now we try to unpack. Unpacking, we can give fruit 1, fruit 2, and fruit 3 equal to pack purpose. If we try printing it, print pack tuple and pack tuple here, we get apple, banana, and cherry in a parenthesis. Okay, so we can give it like this without giving the parentheses. We can just do multiple variables and work with multiple variables simultaneously. Okay, like this. We can also print like, let's say print unpack suppose we can here we give fruit 1, fruit 2, and fruit 3. We will get the same output here. Sorry. Here also we will get apple, banana, and cherry. Okay, this is how it works. We can add multiple elements simultaneously without giving a parentheses. And we can directly call fruit 1, fruit 2. If we try calling fruit 3, we don't actually need a indexing. Okay, here we can give fruit 3 and just run it with its cherry. Okay, this is how packed and unpacked work. Here the tuple is packed with 3 items and then that is unpacked into separate variables for each axis. That's what happened here. We give 3 items first, means we give 3 items in the packed one, and we unpack, means we separate it using fruit 1, fruit 2, and fruit 3, right? We separate each of them. The fruit 1 get into fruit apple, banana get into fruit 2, fruit 3 get into cherry, all that. So this is what pack and unpacking. We can extend unpacking, like which allow you to grab multiple elements from a tuple using the asterisk symbol. You know asterisk symbol. This is the asterisk symbol, and this is what asterisk symbol. Okay, let's try doing that. Extended unpacking. We can do that by comma start b comma c equal to fruits. We already know fruits, how many elements does the fruit contain, so we can keep. Okay, so try printing it. First we can print a. Now a first one is apple. We can print b. We can print another one. The last one is apple 2. The middle one can be that as b. We get banana here, the middle one, and we can also try printing we can just print the last one, that is b. The last one also active. Okay. In this way, the first and last elements are assigned directly, while the middle element is grouped into a list. Okay, here we just look here, we get a banana as a list, and first and last elements are assigned directly. We are giving apple and last element tuple are given directly. We can also print C4 4 sorry. Now we printed computer third. Now the banana is printed in a list, means the elements are assigned directly, but the middle element, that is our banana, they are grouped into a list. Now it become a list. Okay, this is how extended unpacking looks like. We can directly give it here, and the star, we use star here, we can use star here too when this becomes an error. Like here, multiple star expression in assignment. We cannot give multiple star assignment. We can only give them to show them which one we want to change. Now cherry becomes the list, and the first and the last one are not. They are assigned directly. Okay, so this external unpacking allows you to grab multiple elements from a list using a asterisk. Okay, and now let's talk about nested tuples. At last, we will give a outlook of every program and every code we discussed. In nested tuple, here the tuples contain other tuples forming nested tuples. This structure is useful when dealing with complex data. Okay. Here we create a nested tuple, and nested we are feeling like we already have a tuple roots, comma, we also have colors. We just give it among colors. Okay. We can give colors, but here we're giving other numbers to reduce the complexity of this. And 3. Okay, now fruits with these numbers. This is a nested tuple. Here, fruits is a tuple. Inside that, we are giving another tuple called nested tuple, that is 1, 2, and 3 here. Okay, we can print the nested tuple now. Okay. Now we get apple, banana, cherry, apple. Inside the tuple, another tuple. 1, 2, 3. Can add colors too. So we get blue too. Now we have a lot, right? We can also do it like we can index through this, all that we can do this. We can give nested tuple 1, tuple 2 here. We can give apple in another nested. Orange and guava. You can close it, and you can also add a cherry. Okay. Now here the nested tuple. You can try print nested tuple 2, nested tuple 2, and let's try running it. We get nested tuple 2, apple, orange, guava, cherry. We can call it right here. We can now we can access the second element in the tuple, outer tuple, by print second tuple. We can use nested nested tuple 2 with 1. This here. Now we access orange and toward. This is the now we use orange and toward here. This is for orange and toward or 0, 1 and 2 will be counted as apple as 0. This whole thing as 1 and the cherry is 2. And if we try to access orange from the we can try doing it by nested tuple first position 0 to 1 and try running it. Now we get orange. This is how we can access in nested tuple. So we can access elements using index positions. Firstly, we need to know how the indexing in nested tuples. We calculate a tuple as 1, a plus 1, a plus 0, this tuple as 1, and the last one as 2. If we try doing it here too, we will get the same. Like here, apple, banana, cherry, apple. These are a single tuple. This is in the position 1, and this is in the position 2. Just work on it. I will show that. You can just nested tuple. Index 2 can try doing it by nested tuple in the index 2. Here the index 2 is just the index 2. Okay, now try running it. The index 2, here we get nested tuple in the index 2, 1, 2 and 3. Now count here. This is the first one. This is a 0 to 1. Colors are the first one and 1, 2, 3 is the second one. We can try doing it. We can use 0 here. Try running nested tuple in index 2. We get banana, cherry, apple, the fruits, and here we can also try accessing apple, banana using 1. Okay, here nested tuple is index 2, index 0. We get banana. Okay, we can try doing this in several ways. We can use this if there is a third tuple, we can try accessing that. So it's how we are working on it. So try to work on it. Okay.